Hi everyone, I'm back with a new video, and I saw in the news that the number of migrants arriving in the city of Chicago, that number has slowed down a little bit. It doesn't mean that migrants have stopped arriving in Chicago. It just means that the number has slowed down. Not as many migrants are now arriving in Chicago as we saw a few weeks ago, a few months ago. And the reason for that is the weather. I think people understand what kind of climate Illinois has, what kind of weather people experience in the city of Chicago during the autumn and the winter months. And it's already getting pretty chilly, and over the next couple of months I think we can expect snow and ice in Midwest, and in particular in the Chicago area. And so I think by the time Christmas gets here, it may start snowing. It may start snowing way before that. And so migrants are making a decision here. They are deciding to go to places that are warmer, and as a result, they are choosing to stay away from Chicago in a way. I mean, is that a conclusion that can be drawn? I think so, because I saw in the news report that not as many migrants are arriving in Chicago, and it's because of the harsh winter that's going to be approaching us pretty soon. But it doesn't mean that the problem has been solved. No, we still have an open border, and migrants are still pouring into the United States. It's just that now more and more migrants will choose to go someplace else other than Chicago. And what that means is, as a country, we are still suffering because of a border crisis. But migrants are now making a rational decision to stay away from Chicago, given that we are heading towards winter. Now, has Chicago changed its sanctuary city policy? No, that's still intact. And it's just shocking to me how a city can still continue to retain its sanctuary city designation. Why did the public officials in Chicago not go out and make a public statement to say, hey, it's time to eliminate the sanctuary city designation? The public officials of Chicago have not done that yet. In spite of everything that's being reported. Tens of thousands of migrants going to Chicago, the city running out of housing options, and migrants having to sleep on the floor, and overcrowding, and protests. We also have heard reports of protests. Chicago city residents are saying that they are not okay with their tax dollars being spent on the migrants. They are not okay with migrants being housed in their communities, and Chicago residents are not okay with that. And yet, the city continues to retain its sanctuary city status. Why? Because the liberal public officials have not made the decision to eliminate the sanctuary city designation. And why hasn't that happened? It's just shocking. It's just shocking. So the bigger question here is, do the public officials in Chicago, do they represent the will of the people? Are their decisions in line with what the American citizens in Chicago would like their public officials to do? And it's a question of governance. Is Chicago being governed in a proper manner? You know, rather than me giving you the answer, I think you can judge for yourself. You you can come to that conclusion whether the city of Chicago is being governed in the proper way or not. Well, you want to know what I think? No, I don't think the city is being governed in the most proper and efficient way. When public officials allocate tens of millions of dollars for the migrants, while American citizens living in Chicago are suffering because of economic uncertainty, I don't think that's good governance. The public officials in Chicago, they are prioritizing foreign nationals who cross the southern border over American citizens and legal immigrants living in Chicago. So I think Chicago is suffering because of poor governance, and you just let me know what your thoughts are. I think I've said enough for today. Thank you for continuing to watch my videos. Go to tossifanam.net. Let me know what you think. Connect with me on social media. Share with me your thoughts and comments. And when you visit my website, please do not forget to sign up for my e-newsletter. And with that, I will conclude today's video. Thank you for staying connected. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. And I hope to be back again soon with a new video. Thank you.